10 Financial Mistakes by Salaried Class.
Welcome to our channel, where we discuss all things finance. In today's video, we'll be discussing the 10 most common financial mistakes made by the salaried class. As a salaried employee myself, I know firsthand how easy it can be to make mistakes when it comes to managing your finances. Whether it's overspending, not investing enough, or ignoring debts, it's important to recognize these mistakes and take steps to avoid them. So, without further ado, let's dive into the first financial mistake on our list. The first is overspending and unnecessary expenses. Large sums of money are sometimes lost $1 at a time. When you order that pay-per-view movie, go out to dinner, or buy that double mocha coffee, it might not seem like a huge issue, but everything adds up. Spending just $25 a week on eating out costs you $1,300 a year, which might be used to cover numerous additional credit card, auto, or other payments. Avoiding this error is crucial if you're struggling financially. After all, if you're just a few dollars from foreclosure or bankruptcy, every penny will matter more than before. The second is never-ending payments. Payment for needs via credit cards has become very commonplace. However, paying double-digit interest rates on groceries, gas, and a variety of other products that are used before the bill is entirely paid is not a prudent financial move, even though more and more consumers are ready to do so. Credit card interest rates considerably raise the price of the items that are charged. You might occasionally spend more than you earn when you use credit. The fourth on our list is purchase of a new car. Even though only a small percentage of consumers can afford to pay in cash, millions of new cars are sold each year. However, being unable to pay cash for a new car can also indicate that you cannot afford it. After all, having the money to make the payment is not the same as having the money to buy the car. Additionally, by taking out a loan to acquire a car, the buyer is paying interest on a depreciating asset, which enlarges the gap between the car's worth and the amount paid for it. Even worse, a large number of people trade in their cars every 2 to 3 years, losing money each time. A person may occasionally be forced to obtain a loan in order to purchase a vehicle, but how many people actually require a large SUV? Such cars cost a lot to acquire, insure, and fuel. Unless you need an SUV to make a living or you tow a boat or trailer, buying one might be costly. Consider purchasing a car that uses less gas, is less expensive to insure, and requires less maintenance if you need to buy one and/or borrow money to do so. Because cars are expensive, if you purchase more than you need, you can be wasting money that could have been saved or applied to debt repayment. The fifth is overspending on your home. Bigger doesn't always mean better when purchasing a home. A 6,000 square foot home will cost more in taxes, maintenance, and utilities unless you have a large family. Are you truly willing to make such a big, sustained dent in your monthly spending? The sixth on our list is utilizing equity in a home as a piggy bank. Giving someone else ownership of your home by refinancing and withdrawing money from it. Refinancing might make sense in some circumstances. If you can refinance and pay off debt with a higher interest rate, or if you can lower your rate. The other choice, though, is to open a HELOC or home equity line of credit. This enables you to effectively use your home's equity as a credit card. This can need paying extra interest just to use your home equity line of credit. The seventh is paycheck to paycheck existence. The personal savings rate for American households in June 2021 was 9.4%. Many families may be living paycheck to paycheck, so if you are unprepared, an unexpected issue could quickly turn into a catastrophe. People find themselves in a hazardous situation where they need every dollar they make, and one missed payment would be terrible as a result of their cumulative expenditures. You do not want to be in this situation when an economic downturn occurs. You'll have very few choices if this occurs. Keep 3 months' worth of spending in an account that is easy to access, according to several financial advisors. Your funds may be depleted and put you in financial trouble if you lose your job or the economy shifts. The 8th on our list is not making retirement investments. You might never be able to stop working if you do not put your money to work for you in the markets or through other investments that generate income. For a comfortable retirement, making monthly contributions to designated retirement accounts is crucial. Utilize your employer-sponsored retirement plan and/or tax-deferred retirement savings. Know how long it will take for your investments to grow and how much risk you can take. If feasible, seek the advice of a seasoned financial counselor to match this with your objectives. The 9th is debt repayment using savings. If your debt is costing you 19% of your income, but your retirement account is earning 7%, you might believe that switching the retirement for the debt will result in you pocketing the difference. But it's not quite that easy. It is quite difficult to repay those retirement savings, and you risk being charged exorbitant costs, in addition to losing the benefit of compounding. Borrowing from your retirement account can be an option if you approach it in the proper way, but even the most diligent planners struggle to put money aside to rebuild these funds. The pressure to pay back the debt usually disappears once it has been settled. It will be very tempting to keep up the same level of spending, which means you risk getting into debt once more. Living as though you still have a debt to your retirement fund is necessary if you plan to pay off debt with savings. The last in our list is lack of a plan. Your financial future is dependent on the current situation. Setting aside 2 hours a week for your finances is impossible when people spend countless hours watching TV or surfing through social media. You must be aware of your destination. Make time for financial planning a top priority. The bottom line is, start by keeping an eye on the small expenses that quickly pile up in order to avoid the risks of overspending, and then go on to monitoring the larger expenses. Before adding new debts to your list of obligations, consider your options carefully. Also, keep in mind that being able to make a payment does not necessarily equate to being able to afford the purchase. Finally, make saving a portion of your income and taking the time to create a healthy financial plan a monthly priority. Make sure to stick around and learn how to avoid these common financial mistakes made by the salaried class. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more friendly, finance-related content.